Hola and welcome to Barcelona. We've just got here, we're going to check out the first guitar shop, and it's funnily enough called Guitar Shop. So we're going to check out. Spoiler, it's not the first time we've been in. I just went in to case the joint and ask for permission to film, and they've got some pretty cool stuff in there, so let's go and check it out. So here we are at the wee shop window, and already we've got some very different things that I've not seen. A lot of brands that I don't recognise. Actually, I think I do recognise Ashton. That's an acoustic, sorry. Pull back a bit, there we go. Admira, classical guitar. Oh, sorry about the lighting there, strobing. Hopefully that'll fix itself soon. What is this? Vila, maybe. Daytona is a bass. Yamaha EZ AG MIDI guitar thing, more Daytona. D'Angelico acoustic with the headstock. Never seen anything like it, that's pretty cool. Interesting. There's a wee Aria type Explorer thing. Got Ricks. We've got Rickenbackers. Tokai the new. Check this classic out. 80s Kramer. I'm assuming it's 80s. We've got a lot of stuff in here. A lot of stuff. Oh, someone started playing guitar in the store as well, so that's cool. What is this? Anybody know what this brand is here? What does that say? It says like the Lear or something. Pretty smart. Right, oh, one last thing I spotted, that was really interesting. Have you ever seen this before? A Nuno Betancourt Washburn N2 starter pack. Mental. That's what I like to see. Right, here we go, let's go in. Hopefully that strobing stops. Oh, got some people in. It's always a good sign. Got some classical guitars here. Got a lot of Ortega, Valencia, Yamaha. The good gear. All the pedals and such. But check out this store, look. Look at the scope of it. Pretty cool, eh? Let's check some stuff out. I don't want to take up too much of these guys' time, so we'll maybe rush through the acoustics a little bit, even although we're in Barcelona, and this is what it's all about really, is these flamenco classical guitars. Don't recognise this brand, but I'll bet they're good. They know what they're doing in this neck of the woods. I know these are Admiras. These are good. We use these in the school. Okay, let's get into some interesting stuff. Here we go. What have we got here? Governor. Pretty sure I've seen that brand before. Use a load of Dobros. Now, what I've noticed about this shop store is they organise things really well. Look, you've got a couple of SGs together. Okay, that's not amazing, but look, you've got all these resonator Dobro styles all together. A couple of Teles. Load of Tokais. These are Tokai SGs. Loads of Tokai. Tokai the new. Right, that's the last time I'm saying that joke, I promise. You can hear the AC coming on, as well as guitars being played. Look at all these LPs. Tokais, of course. See, I'm not an LP guy, but I do like that. That looks like a, is that an iced tea burst? Pretty snazzy, to be honest with you. Tokai Love Rock, I believe. There's the prices, €599. Is that any good? I have no idea. And then down here, looks like we've got all the bases together. See, we've got all the bases covered. Oh God, sorry about that. That's a cool Ibanez as well. What is this? Don't know what that is. Oh, it's George Benson. It is an actual George Benson. See, GB for Great Britain. What? Daytona is the brand of basses we have here. Pretty smart. More LPs. Yes. Oh, I'll show you this in a second. Well, we've got more Tokai, there's a Tokai Explorer bass as well. It's like a natural type thing. I can't see what that brand of that thing's up there at the top. No idea what that says. There's a Grassroots. That's like a black violin bass. And I can't see that other brand, but two violin basses. See how they organise things together? Check these out, never seen these before. Cool wee headstocks. Basses. Motion. Have you ever heard of Motion? I've never, but they've got 4 of them here. That's all basses. Load of Yamahas. Getting into some cool stuff now. There's a Burney kind of Rick style bass almost. Another Rick, that's really cool. Love the blue on that. Marcus Miller Sire bass. I've got one of those. I think it's the same one as I've got, S7. First gen, cool. There's a wee Fender. It's like a wee special edition jazz. This is a jazz bass, but it's small. Never seen anything like that before. Look at the size in comparison. Can you see that? Pretty cool. Load of basses, load of basses. There's a kind of 80s looking thing. Let's see, they've organised all these creamy coloured blondie things all together. All the basses. Epiphone, Ibanez, Greco. And then back here we've got some acoustic things. Look at that thing. Aria, pretty cool. American by Samick. So was that made in America? If it's American, whatever. Right, there's another cool sort of semi-hollow bass. Love it. Couple of Explorer basses, an Epiphone and a name I do not recognise. I can't even get in close to it, it's too high up. Can you see it? I'll try and zoom in. If I can zoom in, if anybody recognises that, let us know in the comments. Here's a cool wee Fernandez V, Aria V, another Aria V. A load of cool stuff. Right, let's keep going. What have we got here? Here's that brand again that was in the front. What was it? It's like the Lear or something. What does that say? The Lower? Maybe know what that says. The Lower. Interested in this brand. Some different brands we've never seen before. There it is again, look. The Lower. I bet it's something dead popular that I just don't know about. It looks cool to me. Godin, however you want to say it. What is that Yamaha? Look at this. Does anybody recognise this? What is the headstock here? It's not like a Pat Metheny or something, is it? That's really cool. Starcaster vibes going on there. Love it. Look at these brands. You ever heard of these brands? Cat's Eyes, Morris. Cat's Eyes, Morris. Cat's Eyes again. These are all acoustics. Pretty cool. Got Gibson as well, so we've got the big guns too. There's a Fender. Not sure what that is. Is that a player or a standard player maybe? No, some kind of vintage thing. Load of Rickenbackers. Quite like that one with a maple board. Well, I don't really, but I like maple boards. That's a cool Rick. Load of Rick basses and stuff like that. Now, hold on a second, I'm going to quickly swift through something here, right? Check this out. That was quick, wasn't it? Right, we've got a load of ukuleles there, a load more acoustics, a load more guitars. Maybe look at them in a minute. No, we'll look at them now. These electrics, right? And then I'm going to show you something special. So check this out. What have we got here? There's an SX SG. There is a Jet GS450. I have that very one. Fantastic guitar, love it. Beach kind of finish. What else have we got? There's another SX, love that finish, that kind of green into blue. What is this brand? What's that brand? Pacifico, I don't know what that says. Different brands, love to see it. Here's a Jet GS300. I've reviewed this one on the channel as well. Excellent guitar. SX, look at this. Absolutely love that pink into pink. 250 euros. Maybe a bit steep for me. All the lefties all together. This is just so typical of left-hand guitars. You can have anything you want as long as it's a black Strat. Sorry. So there's a lefty Greco bass there for you as well, violin bass. And what's that, Johnny Guitar seems to be the brand of all them. Bass too. Right, what else have we got here really quickly? More of these Daytona, look like affordable Strats. SX. Check out this wee guy. Is that a Grassroots? I don't know what that is, but it's like a wee mini Schenker V with like a pig nose amp in it. Cool, right, check this out. So I thought I was done in this store. Checked it all out. I walked through, and then the guys who would rather not be on camera says, wait a minute, we've got a secret boss level mode. And then they showed me in here. Look at this. Hold on, I'm going to try and get in a cool way here. The lights went out. Right, here we go. Ready? Wait till you see this. The lights are off, but hopefully they'll come on when I come in. There you go. OMG! It's like a guitar heaven type thing because I've painted it all white. Check that out. So we've got a mix of new and used in here. I was told that these are all new Tokai LPs. Pretty sure these will all be, well actually no, I thought they'd be all more expensive. $499, that's a Maestro. But it looks like they've just went for pairing them all together, colour coding. Really cool, gotta admit. Check out all this stuff. Load of V's, load of nifty 80s stuff up the back there. We'll get in closer in a minute. Ricks, Fender, Yamaha, Aria, Tiesco, Taisco, I never know how to say that. There's a kind of Tokai I've never seen. Check this out, Tokai. What model is it? Oh, it's the electric guitar model, if you're not familiar with that. 620 euros, check this out. Locking nut, kind of Stratty-ish shape. That looks like a Kaler trem or something. Actually, it says something about shift. There's some interesting stuff going on there. What the hell is that? Anybody seen this before? Bonkers, that's pretty cool. Orville, Hamer, Edwards. So much cool stuff. I know this brand. What is this? How do I recognise this again? Brian Moore guitars, that's the one. When was the last time you seen one of these? Wow. Greco, Fender. That looks like another Taisco on the end, but can't be sure. FGN, Telly's there. Silent Yamaha. Ibanez. Now, I'm all about these. Look at the colour of them. They're two Grecos. I don't know what they are, but they look very much like sort of Schecter ESP type deals. What is this? What is that brand? Yamaha Super Roller 500. Have you ever heard of a Yamaha Super Roller 500? Apparently this is the vintage section. So cool. And then check this guy out. How 80s is that? Finish. It's like one of these crackle type finishes. Very 80s. Can't see the name of that. That's a Charvel. Of course it is. Grassroots. Edwards. Look at that. Do you like that? Never seen anything like that. LP, 3 single coils and a Floyd. Just in case that's your sort of thing. There's another one. Wow. Absolutely loving all this stuff. A load of shapes that I would never usually be into, but a lot of cool stuff nonetheless. We're nearly done. Fender. All the blonde ones, all looking good. Here's another one I've never heard of. What is this? Meissen, something like that. Another cool Charvel. Look at the finish on that. Looks like IKEA flooring or something. Very nice, wow. Well, this was fun. Right, we're going to leave Guitar Shop. What a cool shop, and what a name. Just Guitar Shop. You would never think it would be as cool as this. I've never seen so many interesting and unique items in the one place. It's almost like going to a vintage guitar show. Right, cool. So that was Guitar Shop in Barcelona. How cool is this? Love it. If there's anything that you like in there, don't forget to hit like. Write something in the comments like, oh, Steve, you missed all the acoustics, or, oh, why didn't you spend longer on that one? That's what happened the last time when I did some walkthroughs in guitar stores in China. So, no doubt I've got it wrong, but it's hot, man. And I'm doing my best, all right? I'm a Scotsman. We're not built for 30 degrees heat. I know I'm indoors. Leave me alone. Right. Thanks for watching. Until next time. See you later.